Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We're going to be continuing to take a look at Scenario where Civilization starts over. We are now on episode 42 of the series. And in the last episode, just a bit more wars took place. And yeah, that's probably just about it, I think. I honestly don't remember anything else. But, now let's get right into this video. So, taking a look at Burma, they have a lot of land. At the time they are, right now I'm just gonna fix their border with this country right here. Because it looks a little weird. This is not a war, it's just me fixing the border. It looks a little natural. Same thing over here, I think I'll fix it a little bit. I'm just trying to make these borders look natural. Same thing over here with the green team. I'm just trying to make the borders look a little more natural. Right here as well. This doesn't look natural at all. I think I could fix this up a bit more. I'm just trying to fix some borders real quick. But let's take a look at the blue team. They're actually going to go on expansionist conquest. Because it's the blue team. Because why not? So the blue team will be invading a country. This being this purplish country right here. They'll immediately capture the capital, of course, because they're right on the border of the blue team. And yeah, we can look at a peace treaty. Where the blue team annexes all of the land here. Their colony is pretty big. Now, yeah, this area right here, this is going to be what we're focusing on next. This country right here is going to be ganged up on. Not by India, because they're chill with them. These two countries right here will be invading. These guys will send their troops immediately, aiming to capture the capital city. These guys will do much of the same. Oh, that's literally the same color. Just, like, make that a little brighter. These guys will do much of the same, focusing up over here. And yeah, obviously the blue team is going to get on this because it's free land. The blue team will be invading into this, I guess, Bangladesh, Bengal country. And they'll be taking their capital city. And Reggie's like, bro, really? Did you really have to do that? Well, yeah. They said, well, yeah, we want to share a border. because we don't share a border with our ally. So I guess that's a fair point. Anyway, all of these provinces right here will be going over to this country. This country will get these provinces right here. I am so sorry if you're colorblind. It's hard to tell what's going on here. And yeah, the blue team, I am gonna fix the border right here. Real quick. I am just gonna fix this border. Because I think it'll look nice if I fix the borders up a bit. The blue team will be annexing all this. That looks quite nice. Now moving up over here, we see oh, this country's just getting ganged up on again now. So this country right here is going to send their troops, capturing the capital city immediately. Now sharing a border with the red team. Immediately these guys will get involved as well. And yeah, there's that. Let's take a look at this peace treaty. So in the peace treaty, it'll just get split, with the majority of the land going over to this country, including the capital city. And the rest of it will be given to this country. It's not a lot of land. We're gonna take a break over here from over there. We're gonna take a look at North America, where Florida is going to cede land over to Ohio. I mean, what is this capital by? Let me see this real quick. Explore. Sorry, I was just looking at something. So their capital is near like Huron. So I guess I'll call this country Huron. So they'll be getting some land over here, which is this land over here in the Midwestern area of the United States. They'll actually be getting quite a bit of this land. And getting Bermuda, too, because I don't get why they have it. But yeah, they'll be getting all this land right here. And why are they ceding over the land? Well, because they just needed the money, too. Their war against Quebec kind of, like, hurt their economy. I forgot to talk about that, but yeah. That's what happened. Now, the time period now is like the early 2000s. I'm pretty sure. World War III was in the, like, I really don't know the year for our World War III. But yeah. now all this is looking good. We're actually going to see some more territory being ceded over to different countries. Or sometimes a union. So these two countries right here, these two Brazilian countries, actually all these Brazilian countries right here are not doing real good. Their economies are terrible. They're pretty unstable. So what better way to fix all that than become one country to fix your stability? And your economy would do better under one. So we see these five countries right here unifying, and I'm actually gonna try and get a color to go with all these countries. So I'll be getting this color as a base. Sorry guys, I just need to I'm running out of ideas. I'm seriously running out of ideas. That's how bad this is. Uh-huh. Actually, I'm gonna kind of do it this way. I don't know if this color has been used yet. I might shift their color a little darker. Just a little darker. Make sure it's not too similar. And maybe there's a little too much red here. How about a yellow? Let's try this color. Okay. Okay. Okay, so far so good. Okay, I think we're good. Now the capital city would be near the coast. Would be at the coastal area. Now, obviously, the borders here are going to be a little weird because of the provinces that broke away, that got their independent, that got formed these countries earlier. As you can see, this looks a little weird. There's the outline done. All we have to do is just fill it all in. We're all set. I'm just kidding. Alright, there's our new country. Their capital city will be right here. Pretty interesting. So going back over to Southeast Asia and India. This country right here is gonna get jumped by their neighbors, including the Red Team for some reason, who is hungry now. This country right here is just gonna do a little bit of invading. Ow. These guys right here are gonna do a bit more. Now I do use lighter colors to show that those are forces, not the actual country. Because I don't want to use a color because it could like mess it up. So these guys will also send their forces in. Almost capturing the capital. The blue team being hungry, power hungry they are, will invade into this country as well. And the red team, oh boy. Yeah, they start their own invasion. These guys will immediately go and capture the capital city of the country. These guys will cut them off from expanding. The rest of this will actually be divided up between the blue and red team. Everybody, say bye-bye. Alright, let's look at this peace treaty. In the peace treaty, these guys will get these provinces right here. Not a whole lot. These guys will get this area right here, including the capital province. These guys right here will get all this area. And the blue and red team will split the land equally. The blue team will get this, and the rest of this goes over to the red team. I think these borders look nice now. Going over to North America again. We see Central America get buying some land from this Mexican country right here. They will buy some of these provinces, which will look like this. All of the Yucatan Peninsula. Just these provinces right here. And Mexico will actually agree. Which surprisingly is interesting. Because these guys were, like, kind of fascist. They still have some fascist, like, ideas, but they're not really any fascist anymore, because they were occupied for a while. Because of their ideology. They're very democratic, but they have some fascist ideas, like suppressing rebellions to an extent. Which there has been a lot of rebellions, behind at the end of the episodes. We just didn't know that. But they actually will be buying some more land. Decide between Ecuador and Venezuela. They'll get these provinces right over here from Ecuador. That makes sense. This doesn't really look good on a map. So I'm fixing that by giving them over to Central America. And then the provinces that they will be getting from Colombia, from Venezuela, will be these ones right here. Pretty interesting how they're actually achieving this. And, yeah, this border right here is really bothering me. I'm just gonna fix that up real quick. Let's head over here to Africa. Where Egypt is gonna do something real stupid. They will send their forces into this like Chad country, into Chad here. And they have an alliance with all these newly released countries right here. But turns out that this alliance is really weak, and no one really likes this alliance. They did do something stupid because they got a whole alliance declared war on them, but they really don't care. because there are some countries who are land hungry, especially Egypt and Liberia, because these were part of them. So this country will be targeted first. I'm going to change the color over here to show that these are different areas. And they will also invade into this golden brown country, aiming to capture their capital, which is closer. They also send their forces into this country, aiming to capture their capital city as well. As here where we see an unexpected turn from something unexpected, Tanzania will join the war, not to gain land from these countries. Immediately they send troops into Namibia, which was Angola. I guess this is the new Angolan country. So they send troops into Angola. And it's just capturing all this land up here. And they also will send some forces over into this country, into the Congo country. And they will occupy all this land right here. I'm trying to find the color that isn't color. So they also send some, not there. They'll also send a bit of troops into here, meeting up with these forces. Is here where we see Mozambique mobilize their military and invade into Angola as well. Yeah, Angola is really just not doing too good. Oh, Namibia has declared war on Angola as well. So they send their troops straight into the country, immediately threatening the capital city. Over here we see Liberia make a move. They will invade into this country right here. Hoping to take a lot of this land. They'll also send some troops into this country. Egypt will completely occupy the country. That's why I just outlined their country. Because they have already occupied all the country. I just haven't showed it. over here in this country, Egypt will begin to take a lot more land over here, hoping to really reach this country right here, which they want some land from them. So that's what they will do. This is a little too far from home, but they fought wars that were far from home before. They also ramp up their invasion into Chad, trying to get this over to their capital. So we see these special forces from over here go in and take over this land right here, completely separating them into two. They immediately go around and capture some of this major coastal access, and they will work together with the Liberians to encircle the capital city. And the capital city actually falls to the Egyptians. And they just begin to rapidly advance into this area. And they will make an advancement towards this area. Right here. Because they will be sending some troops into this country, capturing their capital city. The Liberians are quick, and they take the rest. And they take the rest of this land over here. And the rest of this area up here. These guys will just quickly steamroll through the country now. Taking a majority of their land. Actually, now they do take all the land. They completely occupy all of Chad. And now their forces over here will then invade into this area. And they will make a naval landing and take these two islands right here. And they will continue their invasion and also make another landing over here and over here. They immediately take all of this area over here. And they meet with their other troops over here. They will make a blitz towards the capital city, but they get repelled. But Tanzania captures the capital city. And Egypt is perfectly fine with this. They tried, but they not succeed. I'm struggling with my English. And Tanzania will quickly advance into this area, taking it with lots of ease. And now, yeah. Tanzanian troops are already here. So we see Tanzanian troops cut across and enter into the country. We also see them moving and trying to take over some land over here. So they actually take all of this land right here. They're even able to cut these guys off from expanding into this country. They captured the capital city of the country. Struggling to find an invasion color. And yeah, Egypt does not get the most land over here. Back over to these guys. Tanzanian troops are quick to cut across and cut them off over here. And they quickly able to take over this area. Mozambique will continue in their invasion. But Namibia quickly takes the capital city of Angola and quickly takes over the remainder of this country. And we can now take a look at this giant peace treaty. So in the peace treaty, Egypt, they don't take too much for their mainland. They only take a few of these provinces from this country and a bit of provinces over here. Their puppet state that was here will get some land. Especially these provinces right here. From this country, and these provinces right here. Might be wondering why. Well, you'll see here in a second. Anyway, Mozambique will be taking these provinces over here. Namibia will be taking these provinces. Liberia will take these provinces right here, and also these provinces up here. And these provinces from this country right here. And oh boy, Tanzania. They'll be annexing all of this country, the rest of this country. Bit of this area over here, which is all these provinces right here. These provinces right here. And yeah, that's basically it. That's it for the actual borders. South Africa is just a mess, as always, like in real life. Thank you, Europeans, for that whole mess. Yeah, this is gonna be a lot of land. Yeah. Tanzania now has access to the Atlantic Ocean, so now they can trade with these guys over here and even the Europeans, instead of having to go through here. And yeah, and they've been trading with all of these countries over here, but now they can actually go through here. And all over the Atlantic Ocean to trade with these countries. Egypt, right here. Now, how was Egypt expanding so much? Well, because of the money passing through their country, especially when ships pass through this region. To trade with Greece, and even right here. So yeah, Egypt is pretty economically prosperous. Now you may think Egypt's borders look weird, but in reality their puppet state is gonna make it look better. But they're not a part of core Egypt, but over time they will be. Now the reason why I didn't go over and all this as Egypt because there's something important gonna happen. First, let me just finish all this up. There we go. Now Liberia's claims. That looks good. Now it's time for the fun stuff. So I'm actually gonna get Tanzania real quick. Because I want you to see something. They will create a puppet state along this area right here. Because they don't want this. They didn't want this. So that's the reason. This land. Yeah. Also, Liberia does also make a puppet state. It's actually going to be quite a bit of land over here. Which is the former capital of these guys. Their puppet state will reach over here. Yeah. Now for Egypt, they create several puppet states. They create a pretty notable one over here. All these puppet states are under Egyptian control, don't worry about them breaking away from Egypt, because they never will be able to. Because they're under strict control. Plus, they've been extracting resources from their puppet government already. From this puppet state, so... Now I'm pretty sure this color is has been used before. But I don't care. I somehow found the exact color of their puppet state. So we'll make them this moonlight color. We'll make their next puppet state, which is going to be a pretty notable one. It's going to actually be the rest of this country. Yeah, they're going to create mini puppets. Over time, they will annex their puppet states to become stronger. I'm really struggling to find actual colors now. Yeah, this area right here, this is going to be a pretty big puppet state. It's actually going to be this puppet state right here. Yeah. And now, time for the final puppet state. So I think I'll use this color right here. Oh, not that one. Now I'm trying to give these new puppet states their capital cities. So obviously they're puppets. So this puppet state's the capital will be there, 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 no, there, and there. Now I'm trying to outline them in their respective colors. Country. Of course, this is Tanzania's puppet state, you have to be outlined in their color. Liberia. And finally, Egypt. Now we'll redraw this area, because this is needs to be updated. Alright. There we go. Africa is looking cool. So this Brazilian country is actually already, who just formed this episode, is gonna go on an expansion. A quick little conquest. So some of their troops will enter into this country right here. Was there justification for this? Well, they claimed this country blew up a lot of civilian infrastructure in their country, so that's their excuse for invading the country. They said they did not do that, but the world does not believe them, and they believe the Brazilians, and that's why they're not getting any repercussions from this invasion. That's a lot of big words. Now let's look at this peace treaty. So Brazil will be actually take all of these provinces right here. Why? You'll see here in a second why they didn't annex the whole thing. Because instead of annexing the whole thing, they will instead create a puppet government. There's a lot of puppet governments today. Huh, who knew there's gonna be puppet governments all the time now? Yeah, that's the reason why they didn't annex the whole thing, because they were making a puppet state. Notice the new puppet state's capital will obviously be the same area right there. And that was how to outline it in their color. Look at that. That's gonna be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in episode 43. Cheetah Man out.